I'm paying some bills and, just going through all of it, insurance bills, everything. And I'm just like, holy smokes, man. Holy smokes. Between grocery bills, energy bills, insurance costs, just everything, just the cost of living. It's crazy. It's honestly crazy. And, I'm not complaining about my status. I'm certainly, I consider myself very blessed. I'm not a rich man, but, I drive a car that works. I can eat what I want, but I'm paying these bills and I'm looking at everything. I'm like, man, how do Americans afford this? Because this is where you're at, whether you're middle class or lower class, or what would have been considered two different classes. They've now kind of merged, but really the financial situation is the same. Everyone is living paycheck to paycheck. By the time your paycheck comes in, what percentage of that paycheck is already claimed? 50%? 75%? 80%? 90%? This is the reality for the vast majority of Americans. And so why am I talking about this today? Because if you don't understand how this plays into the political world, then you're severely out of touch. And that's what we're witnessing. We're witnessing a political world that is severely out of touch, not just at the DC elite level, but what is currently, I guess, considered MAGA. They seem to be just as out of touch as anyone. And I don't even know what they stand for anymore, but that's not what this is about. The reason why I'm saying this is because as we continue to see some of this fallout on the right wing from the election or the primary in Kentucky, everybody is accurately pointing out how the donor class and the foreign lobbying class essentially purchased that seat. I mean, that's what happened. Let's just put it in simple terms. Let's not play games here. That's what happened. And so now that it is such an undeniable reality, what we witnessed in Kentucky, the foreign lobbyists and the donor class can just purchase seats, and quite frankly, foreign and special interests get more representation in government than you, the average American. It's almost like you get nothing, but then a foreign billionaire can go buy any seat, Democrat, Republican, doesn't matter, and then you're told to just be quiet about it. And so now you're seeing MAGA as this is the undeniable phenomenon. And they're coming out and they're saying, oh, well, you're just jealous. Don't blame rich people. You need to work harder. You need to make more money. Do you have any idea how out of touch you are? Do you have any idea what it is you're telling the American people? It's almost unbelievable. But this is the two things that we're hearing now. So they tried to deny that the donor class and the foreign lobbyists came in and bought that seat from Thomas Massie. They tried to first deny that, but it's so in your face and obvious they couldn't. So now they're pivoting and they're saying, oh, well, this is because you're jealous of rich people and this is because you don't work hard enough. And I'm just like, do you guys even hear yourselves anymore? Have you guys looked in the mirror lately and asked, what is it that I represent? Who is it that I stand with? Because when that is your message, especially if it's so important for you to win the midterms and to keep Republicans in power, if that is your message, you are swinging and missing so badly that it's starting to get embarrassing. And you look sick. You look like a very sick person. But that's what they're doing. That's their new thing. So since they can't deny the foreign lobbyists bought that seat, now they're just saying, oh, you're jealous. And then the other thing they say is, we just do what Trump tells us. The reason why Massie lost is because Trump told people to vote for Gallagher. So now they're admitting it. So this is the big mask off moment for MAGA. We've already seen this from the administration. We know what they stand for, who they stand for, and what their agenda is. It's all about the Middle East, globalism, and the AI data centers turning our country into an AI surveillance state. That's the agenda of this administration. But now MAGA is finally going mask off, whatever this new MAGA is. Now they're finally mask off and they're saying, oh, you're just jealous because you're not rich. And oh, we just do what Trump tells us to do. Yeah. And you guys haven't figured out why you're losing popularity. You haven't figured out why you've completely lost touch with the American people. You haven't figured out why you're the most cringeworthy movement in politics yet.